Previously on Town Hall 10 Free to Play, I shared the army that I used to gain 800 trophies in a day. Today I'm going to share the results of all that trophy pushing. Trophy pushing is a necessary evil, meaning that not everybody likes trophy pushing, but it's definitely something that you should think about doing because it could make you a better player. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back for episode 34 of the Town Hall 10 Free to Play series. Today we're going to be taking a look at some examples of why you should trophy push and the results of all that practice in Clan War. Now, a lot of you watch this series in order to get better at the game, but you also need to remember that we are all in different stages of our Town Hall 10 journey, meaning that 70 days ago I went to Town Hall 10, and I didn't start out with just trophy pushing from the start or Clan War. I had to do a lot of base development first, and so we did a lot of troop upgrades, we did a lot of base upgrades, we got the heroes up 10 levels from that point, so now they are level 35 and level 35. And last month we talked about the significance of friendly challenges. And so there's really two methods to practice in this game. You got friendly challenges that you can do with your friends and your clan mates, and then there's also trophy pushing. And so there's a major difference between the two. You can friendly challenge, but your clanmates might not have defending clan castle troops, or you could hit the base and lose the element of surprise, and then you go back in and 3-star the base. So you're really getting like a one-sided practice there. You could go in and then get a 1-star, and you're like, oh man, I messed up my army, and you get a second chance. In trophy pushing, you don't necessarily get that second chance, and that translates into Clan War. And so last episode, somebody was asking about Elite Hunter and the types of bases that he's seeing up in Titans League. And so Titans League is really challenging for a lot of players, but you're facing off against higher Town Hall levels, and you're also doing a major time investment by having to wait for the matches. There's a lot of cloud breaks in between. And so Elite Hunter goes in on this base right here. He's using a completely different army from what he would use against a Town Hall 10. He's got this Queen Walk, he's got 12 Valkyries, and he's basically learning timing and patience with the Queen Walk. He's getting a really serious challenge. A lot of players like this stuff. And then there's a lot of you out there that might not like this. And so he's having to deal with using his level 35 Queen against that higher level Expo, and she's having to deal with a lot of different things. He's also learning funneling here by using that baby dragon down on the bottom side of the base and clearing out multiple buildings and directing this queen around the top side of the base. And so this queen is going to continue around the top side of the base, but realistically, he's getting in practice, very valuable practice that he might not get within the clan. And so he's got that challenge. He does not know what's inside the clan castle. He does not know where the traps are. And he's really having to maneuver this base in a way that he might not do if this was like a second or third try that he would get in friendly challenge. And so he's going to come up from the bottom side of this base with the wall wrecker. He's got a Pekka in there. He's got the Barb King dropped. And he's obviously targeting the Town Hall's location. And that queen's going to go around the top side of the base. And she's going to, in fact, die. Now, he's gotten 31% here. He's got bowlers. He's got Valkyries in the base. Nice placement of the jump. He's going to get in there and be able to take down the Town Hall. And he's going to solidify a very nice 2-star attack with his troops. But what he does in Clan War is just absolutely outstanding because he's going to face off against a very weak base. I will speed this army up, that way you can screenshot it for yourself, and then we're going to jump into his Clan War attack, and you're going to see him absolutely obliterate his opponent. So jumping into Clan War League's day 1, we have an hour and 28 minutes left in this matchup, and you got to remember that Elite Hunter is up in Titans League. He's been getting a ton of practice versus Town Hall 11s, Town Hall 12s, Town Hall 13s, so naturally he doesn't have to worry about these things when he gets back into Clan War and you have an even matchup. And we did happen to have an even matchup on this one. It's just crazy. I couldn't believe I got to hit a Town Hall 10. And we'll get into that attack here in a moment. But we're going to take a look at the hit that Elite Hunter did on his mirror attack. And you're going to notice that there is no Eagle. There is no Inferno Towers. And so he's going to come in on this attack with a classic Go Hobo attack. The Golems, the Bowlers, the Hog Riders. And so all that practice that he's gotten over the last couple of weeks up in Titans League is going to really show in this attack. So we got those 2 golems down. He's got a nice funnel here with the wizards taking down outside buildings. That way everything goes inside the base where he wants it to go. The bowlers are following the wall wrecker. The king is in there. The queen is in there. And there's also going to be balloons and a dragon that are going to emerge from that clan castle. So he's going to drop his poison spell, nicely getting down the rage and the heal spell. And he's going to freeze those clan castle troops in place. That way the bowlers can gut out the core of this base, the king's going to get in on the expos, and that queen is going to take her sweet time getting in there and taking down that dragon. You guys know how this goes. So that queen's going to eliminate a few additional buildings. The dragon is now very weak, and the queen's going to take a few shots and take it out. But he's going to beat this base so bad that he doesn't even need the heal spells in his composition. The Hog Riders are going to come in from the right side of the base, and they're going to work their way up towards the top side of the base, where there happens to be a lot of point defenses. Queen is about to target that wizard tower, and so once the wizard tower is gone, realistically, the Hogs have no issues clearing out defenses. So he's just going to go ahead and swag all his heal spells and have a little bit of fun with it. Outstanding attack, just completely mutilated this base. Great selection of army here, and those Hogs are going to take down that final group of defenses over there. We're going to go ahead and speed this one up. That way you can see the army for yourself if you want to try it out. But you also need to remember all the practice that he got up in Titans League facing tougher bases. And that's what I was doing. I was using my trophy pushing of 800 trophies to get the practice in on the army that I was going to use in Clan War. And moving into the attack that I did, this one was more of a Town Hall 10. But we have some single target Inferno Towers, which is something that a lot of us love to see. I love to see single target Inferno Towers. But I also got a lot of practice using this army in the last couple of days doing my trophy push. So it only took me like a minute to plan this attack. I knew that I wanted to get rid of the Archer Queen, and I knew that I wanted to get rid of the Clan Castle troops. I did not know what was in there. So I knew that I was going to have my point of entry in the top side of this base. And so once you get the point of entry down and you have a good idea on where you're going to funnel those Pekkas and that wall wrecker and get them to the core of the base, then you can really start to work your Hog Riders in off to their flank. So we're going to start out with those baby dragons to do some funneling, have to give them a little bit of time. That way that queen does not walk on us. We didn't want the queen to walk too far on us. So we got that king down. We got a few Pekkas down. I have to plan because there is a single target here that will roast Pekkas, and I don't want to lose my Pekkas early in the raid. So that wall wrecker's moving into the base, and the Clan Castle troops are going to be pulled with the Ice Golem, Witch, and Balloon. We will talk about Clan Castle troops here in the upcoming days because I've been getting a lot of questions about types of Clan Castle troops that you should use on defense. But you're going to notice that we got a nice funnel going on here. We got the queen working her way into the base. We froze those Clan Castle troops in the poison spell, and the wall wrecker got on target inside the base. So we dropped the rage and the heal spell on our bowlers, and the queen's going to come in and assist with the damage inside the base. So knowing that we have this single target Inferno Tower right here, and we got an Expo that is currently targeting our bowlers and our Pekkas, we're going to go ahead and flank our Hog Riders in from the left side of the base. And those Hogs are going to merge in together down here on the bottom side, finding some giant bomb placements, actually 3 of them to be exact. So we're going to drop the heal spell in this location, and then we're going to bring the rest of our Hogs up from the bottom side of the base. Now there's some ground set skeleton traps that are going to be identified and taken out by the bowlers, which helps out the Hogs immensely. The queen is going to assist with taking down a few of the hidden Teslas, and the Hogs are going to work their way up into the wizard tower placement as well as the final defenses. We're going to drop one heal spell to heal up our Hogs as they move up into the final hidden Teslas, and we have one more wizard tower on the top side of the base, which works out great because these Hogs have been healed up, so they're going to go up there and eliminate that final defense. And we got cleanup left side of the base with the wizards, and so thankfully, due to all of the practice and the element of surprise in trophy pushing, I was able to come in on this base and very easily take it down. I mean, granted, yeah, I've got years of experience, but we also get out of practice very easily when we're using very cheap armies. The all baby dragon army, the miner army, the Pekka farming army, those are not really good armies to take into Clan War, and you tend to lose your skill by using those armies over time. Now, we're going to finish up this video with this final replay, but what's really entertaining about this replay is that this is literally the same base that I just shared with you on number 24. This is number 23. The only difference between the two bases is that the Inferno Towers are set to different modes. This attack has the multi-target, so BH is going to come in with a Queen Walk Miner attack. So obviously this base will fall to different armies with different clan castles inside and different siege machines. And so when it comes to trophy pushing, I get a lot of questions on whether you can trophy push without without heroes and without the siege machines? And the answer is absolutely, but in reality, you're not getting the full practice that you could get with your heroes. And so this is why I only trophy push when I have a full army, because I want to get it in repetition on the use of the entire army. I don't want to just get in practice with a partial army. I want to have both my heroes and I want to have the siege machine that I'm going to use with that particular army. That way I get a lot of practice and repetition in with it, and it really becomes second nature. And so we do have an Electro Dragon on this base in defense. And in honesty, guys, the Electro Dragon really is not a good defensive troop. A lot of players fear it because they don't know how to take it down, but BH is going to eliminate it in the best possible way. He's going to use that poison spell, he's going to use the freeze spell, and the queen's going to backtrack and eliminate that Electro Dragon very easily. And so that's why a lot of players do not prefer that troop on defense, because it's very easy to take out. But he's going to use the miners to go in and target the Archer Queen's location, because there's going to be Hog Riders that are going to emerge from that siege barracks, which are going to flank the queen. Miners are going to eliminate that enemy queen, and the hogs are going to come in and take down the defenses that are targeting the miners. And so he's going to completely walk through this base very easily. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if BH trophy pushes or not, but I know that I'm sure that he practiced this army quite a bit before going into a live war attack. And so really, you can play as much as you like, but you got to realize that those farming armies are really just that. You need to farm up your armies, and then you go in and do a completely different army in clan war, and you might fail if you don't practice with it. Practice comes with the amount of use with the army that you're using, and if you're not used to using that army, more than likely you're not going to have very successful attacks. So we're going to go ahead and speed up this replay for you. That way you can see the army for yourself. The miners will get taken out by the end of the attack, but he still has a level 40 queen that's going to backtrack and take out the final defenses and eliminate this base. Her ability is going to be used. She's going to cut through the wall and take down the final two buildings. But this is just a different type of strategy that you can try for yourself. And on that note, I do believe that that is going to be it for today. Hopefully you're able to get something out of today's video, and you do realize that trophy pushing is a little bit more than just getting a new all-time best or getting to Titans League or Legends League, but it can be used as a good method for practice with armies that you're going to take into clan war. And if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you enjoy watching us every single day, make sure you turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.